Our top story this evening, the US government has released its proposals on imposing hefty tariffs or quotas on global steel and aluminium imports, including Korean-made products. Cha Sang-mi starts us off.
The U.S. Department of Commerce is proposing steep tariffs or quotas on imported steel and aluminum, including those from South Korea. According to the Section 232 National Security Reviews unveiled on Friday, President Trump is to uniformly impose at least 24% global tariffs on all steel products, or impose 53% tariffs on steel from a dozen countries, including South Korea, China, Brazil, and Russia. A third option consists of imposing a global quota on all steel exporting countries, up to 63% of their steel exports in 2017. The Commerce Department called for a 7.7% tariff on all aluminum imports, or a country-specific tariff of 23.5% on aluminum products from 5 countries: China, Hong Kong, Russia, Venezuela, and Vietnam. The last resort is to impose a global import quota of 86.7% based on the country's aluminum exports last year. The investigation into the U.S. steel and aluminum industries comes after the Trump administration in April announced its plan to probe whether the imports pose a threat to U.S. national security. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross reported on Friday that steel imports at their current levels are hurting the U.S. economy and impairing national security. Now, President Trump has to decide on steel import restrictions by April 11th and aluminum import restrictions by April 20th.
And I will make a decision that reflects the best interests of the United States, including the need to address overproduction in China and other countries. You have countries that are so overproducing, and what they're doing is they're dumping it on us.
On Saturday, Seoul's Trade Ministry gathered trade officials and domestic steel industry leaders for a private-public joint meeting to discuss countermeasures and to find ways to minimize damages to the local steel industry. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.